Hello, in this video we'll talk more about your IM18 CCM60 module and how you can use it to collect your sensor data and quickly and easily implement a dashboard without much coding involved. Okay, so as you can see on the top right, this is my setup, which consists of mainly the CCM60 module that is coupled to using RJ45 to my vibration sensor from banner. Okay, so to start off the configuration, all you need to do is actually to unplug the front cover, and then you can see there is actually a micro USB port over here. Connect it over to your computer and you should be able to access the dashboard, the configuration page easily. So after you're connected, type in the let me turn off the camera. After you're connected, type in the IP address 192.168.123.1/SMSC. Click enter. It will bring you to the admin website. Okay, so copy and paste the password. By default, the user and the password is hubadmin. Okay, so once you're in this page, okay, can quickly start by going to the IO management and declare a Modbus unit. Okay, because what we're actually using today is actually a Cross QM30 VT2 vibration sensor from Banner Engineering. Okay, and this sensor actually works using the Modbus protocol and stores its data in a series of 22 register, all the different vibration. Okay, so now we need to declare a Modbus unit client so that we can extract the data and display over here. Okay, so just give it a name, MB client, and you are done. Okay, and once it's created, you can declare the Modbus type. We are using the built-in RS485 interface. Okay, and see. Okay, make sure the data is correct. Save and closed. Wait for it to activate. Okay, so now to declare which register you want to read, just click here and add the signals. Okay, so let's just say I want to read this one, ZRMX in mm per second. Take note, this is a holding registers in 5202. Yeah. Z velocity. Okay, and then holding register address 5201. Okay, the 52, remember to -1 so that for the sensor, okay, because this thing, the addressing starts from 1 while the machine starts from 0. Okay, so at this point, and after that we will need to change this to a float because we'll be dividing it because with how many, 1 2 3 decimal places. Okay, and over here the signal processing, okay, if you look closely over here, the data comes as 65535, but the actual data is actually 65.5, so there is a divide by 1000. Okay, and you can do it at the pre-processing side. Okay, save and wait for a moment. Okay, and wait, okay, let me connect my sensor over here. Let me bring up the camera. So if I shake my sensor, the number should go up. Yes. Okay, as you can see, yes. So that is it. So now that you have your sensor data, next we'll be displaying it in the dashboard. Okay, so to make the dashboard, go to the apps page. We'll be focusing on two of these apps, which is Grafana and Prometheus. Okay, we'll be using Prometheus. It's actually a free software application used for monitoring and alerting. So we'll be using this software to save to collect the sensor data In fact, this process is actually automatic, while Grafana is actually an open source platform for visualization and data analytics. Okay, so we'll be using Grafana to display your data in the dashboard. Okay, so now generally if you click in, you can click the manage app, and it will show you, it will let you set what is the port that you're using for the Prometheus. Okay, usually you do not need to touch this. Okay, so we change now, but for over here you need to go to manage. Okay, over here the username is the same as the password. Now you are here on the configuration page. Okay, can actually set your, over here the Prometheus, the setting over here allows you to change how often you want to record the data as well. So in this case I can leave it as default every 10 seconds, and then make sure this is off. Okay, so once you are done, you can just open. Okay, so when you come over to Grafana, if you don't reach, if you reach a page where you need to log in, remember the password is admin or admin. Okay, let me log out. Yes, so if you reach this page first, just don't worry, just know that the default password is admin and the username is admin. Okay, and you can just skip this part. Okay, so now over here let's create, so by default you already have a data source, okay, which I'll show you later. So you just need to click on the dashboard. So if you add visualization, yes, you see the source of the information is already here. So this guy will contain all of the data that you declared earlier on the configuration page. So now let me look at the matrix. You should be able to see there is a Modbus holding data. Okay, yes, so over here you see a few Modbus data that you might want to take. So in our case, if you go back here, go to I/O management, if you look at the signal over here, the identifier here is holding 5201. Okay, so know that your data is coming in here and being saved into this identifier. So come back, select this, okay, and then as a sample you might want to run the query, and you can see this is the data that was appeared previously. Okay, so if it's not that clear, you can actually drag and drop a box and it will it zooms in. Okay, so to change the different details on the platform, okay, you can actually change, for example, title. This is my Z axis velocity. Okay, and you can notice over here the legend has a lot of information which may or may not be necessary. Let's just say you do not like too much details, you can go over here below, and there is a display name. Under display name you can change the description over here. So let's just say Z velocity. Okay, and if you click elsewhere, you can see that the changes is implemented. You can also add units over here. If you go up a little bit, you can change the unit. Acceleration, let's see, we want a velocity, so meter per second, and you can see it. Very simple as that. Okay, so once you are done, just save, and because this is the first time you're doing it, you need to create a dashboard. Okay, so this is my vibration dashboard. Okay, save, and here you go. So now notice that the data stops here. If I continue to shake my sensor, okay, you'll notice that there is no change. That is because we need to the data is coming in every 10 seconds. You need to refresh it. Okay, you can actually set up this to auto refresh every 10 seconds. Okay, and you can wait for it to be refreshed. Okay, and once it's done, save. Here's where you save the data and wait for it to change. Okay, if it doesn't change, it's very likely that maybe if you zoom out, yes, takes a while for the dashboard to move. Okay, so if you don't like, click ACAD view, and okay, so now that you have a dashboard over here with this panel, okay, I need to set up my auto refresh. Okay, so let's just say that if you want to move across, you can click this. Yeah, click the arrow here to pan across the data as well. Okay, so this is a very simple interface to control the visualization. Okay, so next, what we want, I'll go back to the dashboard. We want to set up an alert so that when there is too much vibration, it will tell you. Okay, so you can come over here and go over here, more. You can set up an alert rule as well. Okay, so alert rule, you can call it alert. excuse me, and then over here, make sure this is the correct identifier you're looking at, and then over here, this is where you adjust the threshold. Let's just say that if the threshold exceeds 3, okay, so like normally by default should not be too high. Can save the room. So yes, before you can save the rule, you need a folder to store all of your rules as well as the configuration. So over here I'll call it evaluation folder. Okay, and then we have a group for the group of sensor. Okay, so you can group out the sensor data into groups and monitor them at different interval. So in this case, group, how often you want to monitor, maybe 10 seconds every time you take in and record data every 10 seconds. Okay, and then over here, the pending period, how long the data must exceed before it triggers a warning. Let's just say maybe when, so that it's not so sensitive, when 2 data is consecutively high, then I trigger a data alarm. Okay, so I can set it over here. I can save my group. Okay, so now that I have my alarm, I can actually add visualization to visualize my alarm over here. Okay, to have a record of the different kind of alerts that occurred. So let's just say provide alert, and then I can go in, go down. What is the name? Okay, what is the name of the alarm? I guess Z velocity. Oh no, I will not put a filter here, sorry. Okay, I will choose the folder, so all of your alerts are going into this folder. Okay, and you can save and apply. Okay, press apply to get out of screen. Okay, so now I'm going to set up my auto. So over here, every 5 seconds I will check for my data. Okay, okay, so oh sorry, I need to zoom out. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna try to trigger the data. Okay, I realize it's a bad decision to set 20 seconds cause I will need to shake this for 20 seconds. Okay, yeah, you see, yes, now past 20 seconds, an alert appears, and then in fact if it pending for too long, this will actually change its state to a red color. Okay, let's wait for a moment. Yes, you see, yeah, so past a certain amount of time, it will also escalate its state into an alarm, red color. Okay, so now if I stop vibrating and we wait for it, wait for it, the alert, see, once it's dropped, and after another maybe 40 seconds, yeah, then once the alarm is over, it will disappear. Okay, so it's a very simple way of displaying the alarms and the alarms that occurred. Okay, so with this, it's actually is a basic function. So let's just say that you do not like the display in a line, you like to change the type of visualization. Don't worry, Grafana is an extremely versatile tool that allows you to change the type of visualization just by a click of a few buttons. So let's just say I want a bar chart, then and if I apply, we wait for a moment. Okay, meanwhile, let me turn off the camera and see, the data is displayed as a bar chart, as a bar graph. If I zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, okay. Let's just say if I take, maybe if I zoom in to specific corner, zoom in, or let's just say this is a bar chart with this is the spike that happened just now when I was shaking the sensor. If you want to change other types, such as there's also other types. So for example, heat map that will display the vibration in terms of color. So this was when I was not shaking, and then after that, during the moment where we are experimenting with it, it's increased. Okay. Oh, there are also other types of graph you can explore at your own time and own pace. Okay. So let me just apply, and you can see they even show you when the alarm trigger and when it release as well. So now this is the alerting function. So let's just say that you want to send an email out, email alert if you want, in the event of a alarm. So what you can do is actually, do you remember this page where I was considering? Okay, so firstly you need to configure the SMMT setting. So in my case, I would recommend using a Hotmail account. Okay, and just set up the SMMT server with this port, and just use a but you need to, and provide it a email where you can log into and send the email from. Okay, so this needs to be an open account that allows it to use the SMMT protocol. Okay. So in my case, I already saved. So if you want to do the thing, go back. Okay, you can go back to dashboard, home. So we'll need to set up the notification policy. Over here there is a Grafana email, so we can go over here, and then this is all, and we will set up the integration. From where is the address you want to send to? Let's just say that I'm going to send it to my own email. Okay, and then notification setting, yeah, let's message. Here exceeded. Okay, and you can save the contact point. Okay, now that you done it, okay, so once it's done, you can ask it to send a test notification to make sure that your email is oh, see, so there is a spam, yeah, there is some spam error where my SMT is set up, catches it and thinks it's a spam. Okay, so now I will need to resolve this. Okay, sorry, there was some mishap earlier because there was a yeah, my email that John Ken Smith at Hotmail detect labeled it as spam. Okay, because there was sending a few other emails before that, but after unlocking it, if you just send a simple test notification with the correct email, you should get a test alarm send, and you can wait a bit before the email comes in. You should be able to see it. Okay, so wait a moment. Okay, so when it comes at 10:18, you can see that this is an example of the email that's being sent, the alert name, instance, as well as the message that you keyed in earlier. Okay, so now when the test is working, what you need to do is link this contact point to your notification. Okay, so your alert rules can go to under alerting, under alert rules, can go in and you can click edit, adding the rule, and at the moment in time, set evaluation of behavior, configure notification. Okay, you can add your notification over here. Let's see, okay, sorry, maybe not this. You have to edit it as a group. Okay, and then wait, oh, okay, sorry, I think my mistake. I need to correct what I said. I think without any setting, if you can, without any additional setting, if you come to the alert rule, you should try pressing preview routing. It will show you that if there's any alerts, it will take on the default policy of sending it to the Grafana default email, okay, which is basically the one that we Yeah, the one we updated earlier, changhong.@techtalkbanner.com. Okay, so what does this mean? So that if you don't do any, as long as you configured this correctly, your SMTP available, and your test email works, yeah, your alert should already be in place. Okay, so let's just say that if okay, so you can see that if I go to my email, you should be able to see that over time, when the time is up, the notification should come in. Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna start shaking my sensor. Okay, for 20 seconds, and you can see that the data should come in. Yes, okay, now the alert will appear. You can see that take a while before the data comes in. Okay, be, yeah, and there will be another new alert. And yeah, you can see it took a while, but the alert email came in and it just tells me that the Z velocity is exceeded. Okay, and that's all. Have a good day. Bye.